PGA Sports is proud to present continuing coverage of the world of golf. Today, live coverage comes your way of the final round. It is the great challenge that all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this course, and trying to beat the entire field as we check the leaderboard. Our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable advantage here as he looks to increase it further. This one starting a little bit left. And that's a good way to start this final round. It's in the fairway at the first. Well, this has been a superb performance so far, giving every indication of what they're capable of down the road. But note now as we get closer to the finish line here, and given what's at stake, how much does the pressure ratchet up?
Well, I have to be honest, Rich. If I was in this position, it would be hard for me to pull the club back with the Masters jacket in one hand and the U.S. Open trophy in the other. So they got to be having a tough time dealing with the pressure. But up to this point, they've been stellar and solid in handling the situation.
Yes, a ton on the line, though. You're talking about an invitation to the Masters in April and then the U.S. Open, the National Championship in June.
And for any golfer at any level that tees it up, those are the highest dreams that you can have, the invitations to those big events, and that's what's at stake today, so better go out and play.
Okay, that's in for par here at the first. And he's going to maintain that substantial lead. Moving now to the 411-yard par 4 second, featuring the first of the old course's double greens. Best to work a little left off the tee to avoid gorse and bunkers on the right. The ideal spot is just to the right of Cheap's bunker.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
Needed maybe half a club more there. As it is, needs to get up and down to save par.
Just a little over-ambitious on that chip shot. Just sailed past.
18-footer. Maybe gave that one a little too much credit and it missed on the high side. Okay, it's a bogey here at the second. Unfortunately, with a big lead already, very little damage done. Frank, talk about the strategy off the tee here at the third.
You can drive the ball pretty close to this green, Rich. It's shorter than the second hole. Just hit it down the right side, but try and avoid those little pot bunkers.
Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second. for this par 4. Birdie attempt at the 3rd. No to Begay is down there.
And these are the putts you drill when you're on the putting green before the round. This should have a good chance to go in.
Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. So that safely in. It's a par here at the 3rd. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament. Frank, the challenge begins to intensify here at the 4th.
Yeah, a bit risky if you try and hit it down the right side. Just about every player I've seen over the years has sort of aired a little bit to the left. That's a safer tee shot, but it does set up a very daunting second. Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though. Well, just comes up a little shy of the flag, but all in all, a good shot out of that rough.
Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Hole number 5 of the first par 5 we've seen today. This fairway looks like it narrows quite a bit, Frank. Are you thinking eagle when you step up onto the tee?
Well, you could, especially if you've got a little bit of breeze behind you, but it's quite wide in the driving area with the exception of those 3 bunkers on the right that just sort of pop out. But if you can get it past those, this par 5, very reachable.
Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up.
Oh, so close to being good, that second shot. Now, a tricky bunker shot. Oh, I'd give that an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Been in a fairway bunker and safely on the green. You never know, might even sneak a birdie. What do
good read there. Definitely good speed, and it just skips a foot or so by. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And he'll hold tight at 17 under par. You gotta love the names of the bunkers here, don't you? They tell you all you need to know. Those coffin bunkers, you hit it in there, you're dead. Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. So from a little more than 70 yards, this is second. Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. 13 feet away. Oh, yeah, that one on line all the way. It's in for a birdie, and he's got it to minus 18. Over the ball here at the 7th. And Frank, if you had to script a game plan here, what would it look like?
You could drive this pretty close to the green. This is a green that's shared with the 11th, the par 3. And you won't see that tee shot finish, but you can actually drive very, very close to a bunker called the shell, which is the one that protects the par 3 11th.
They call that position A. That's going to be right down the middle. He needs to be mindful of the breeze here as he sets for a second. Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. He moves to 19 under for the tournament. The 8th hole at 166 yards is not long, but you can see it has that bunker guarding the front of the green. If you do not clear that, you're in a world of trouble. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he's going to stay at 19 under par. Bunkers, bunkers, and more bunkers. So this hole's only 347 yards as we close out this front side with the par 4 9th. They're called Bose's and End Hole bunkers, and they're right in the middle of the fairway. So it's all about the tee shot, putting it in a good spot. If you do, you're walking out of here with a 3, or you could knock it on and maybe bump one in, putt one in for an eagle. No issues here. That is into the fairway. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second. This one measures out to 15 feet. That's going to scoot a foot or two by. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And this will be a 1 under front side as he goes out in 35. Starting off the backside here at St. Andrews with the 340-yard par 4 10th, named in honor of the great Bobby Jones, 1927 Open champion and 1930 amateur champion. Right center off the tee, ideal here. The fairway narrows around 280 yards, but the green is drivable. We lost this one to the left. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Well, this is going to demand a lot of touch in the fingertips. There's not a whole lot of left to right movement, but it's going to be very fast.
So that in for par to start this backside. And that lead already insurmountable. Going to stay at 9 shots.
Frank, number 11, the Eden, is really one of the more fascinating holes in all of golf. The two bunkers that the players normally worry about, Strath bunker in the front and the Hill bunker to the left. What makes those two bunkers so difficult is the steepness of the faces in them.
Okay, that one passed the hole just a bit, but a birdie try upcoming. Gonna have to take pretty much a full swing at this one with the putter because this one is into the hill and the hole is cut back. Oh my goodness, woefully short on that putt. Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11, and he'll stay right where he is. Well, don't be fooled. It says only 316 yards on the card. This is the 12th hole, but you can really end up in a ton of trouble here. Bunkers are hidden all over the fairway. If you want to get through this hole clean, probably take out the long iron and play it down the left side. That'll still give you a short approach in. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. A straightforward look here for birdie. Okay, that'll help the cause. It's a birdie here at number 12. And this is turning into an absolute runaway at the top of the leaderboard. We arrive now at the challenging 418-yard par 4 13th. Tee shot has to avoid those coffin bunkers, and the approach should be aimed at the middle of this massive double green.
Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Not in the fairway, but not a real problem here at the 13th, getting set to play his second shot. From the rough into the bunker or the frying pan into the fire, sometimes mistakes, they just have a way of compounding themselves. Yeah, look how quick that was. Very difficult to get that to stop, even out of the sand, and that race is right on by. Oh man, the speed was spot on. A good putt, but nothing to show for it. Okay, that one finished off. It is a bogey here at unlucky number 13. But fortunately, this one still well in hand.
Brent, what are we looking at here at the big par 5 14th? Out of bounds on the right, and those little series of pop bunkers called the birdies. Now, if you get in trouble here, you can bail out with your second shot down the left, which is the fourth fairway. That's one other option of playing this par 5. But a good tee shot, and you can certainly go at this for 2.
And now, problems there for our leader. That ball into the very thick stuff here off the tee. Easy does it there. It's a birdie at 14. And this is no longer a contest, folks. This one is all over but the shouting. Arriving now at St. Andrews' infamous road hole, often considered the most difficult par 4 in golf. Tee shot has to fly the railway sheds and the grounds of the Old Course Hotel, landing on a narrow fairway beyond. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. So Iona, this his second from the fairway.
127 yards, that's what he's looking at down the flagstick. Pin in the middle, so it's a green light.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
That might have been a little more break than he was expecting, as that one winds up undercutting the hole. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And pars are fine at this point with this tournament well in hand. We begin the closing stretch here at St. Andrews at the challenging 381-yard par 4 16. Two options here. Play it safer and aim down the left side, avoiding a cluster of bunkers known as Principal's Nose, or aim right and risk going out of bounds. So after a big drive, 77 yards now for his second. do just fine. A dead-on look here for birdie. That's going to slide by to the left. Good work to get into that position, but couldn't finish it off. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And pars will be no problem from here on out, as this will remain a full 10-shot lead. Now at the 17th tee, and Frank, this is really when you begin to feel the weight and the history of the old course bearing down on you.
And you also feel the nerves as well, because you're having to hit it not just at a fairway or over a bush, but over the corner of an out of bounds. And you'll see there's a little sign up there that says Old Course and Country Club. So you've got to pick the exact letter for the line that you want to hit it across. Hit it down the right side. This hole certainly becomes shorter. Left, you find the left and short. You find the road hole bunker. A little right and long, and well, there's a chance of going out of bounds or on the road itself.
"18 feet from the bottom of the cup." Nope. That one finished off for bogey here at 17. But fortunately, this one is still well in hand. Frank, the 18th hole at the old course, when you stand on the tee, it doesn't look like much. But when you begin to factor in all the history, all the greats who have played, well, then it is quite the hole.
It certainly is. Remember the great putts like Constantina Rocca making it from the front to try and get in a playoff with John Daly. Jack Nicklaus driving the green. It's all been made possible by the ambitious player here. You've got to swing it across the Swilken Burn, out of bounds on the right and beyond the screen, but it is reachable. But the mere mortals, they'll aim a little left. They'll aim at the clock face on the R&A building.
Good chance to get one in close from here. This, his second. Well, it looked like it was in. So a bit of a letdown here at 18, but it is a par, and that will make this a final round, 71. Frank, one way to look at this is as a possible stepping stone to future greatness. It's an amateur title for our featured player, and it does include a ticket to compete in the Masters and the U.S. Open.
Huge present on the back end, that's for sure. But Rich, you and I have both had a lot of fun covering the amateur game, some of these great amateur tournaments around the world. And we see this young talent, and I mean, there's a lot of it, but it only sort of eventually